Hacksaw Ridge is a new Mel Gibson movie that focuses on Desmond Doss, who was a medic during World War II. And Desmond Doss really wanted to serve his country, he wanted to save people's lives, but he didn't want to take lives, so he believed that he should not bear arms because he is a Christian. And the rest of the movie shows the repercussions of not bearing arms when you're trying to get into the military, and what it's actually like being on the battlefield without a single weapon to protect yourself. I have been wanting to see Hacksaw Ridge for a very long time now, because Mel Gibson, say whatever you want about him as a person, sure, he's a nut job, but he can direct a hell of a movie. Did you see Braveheart? That is one of the best movies ever, and he directed that. He is awesome at directing. And Hacksaw Ridge is definitely not an exception. This movie is terrific. And of course, one of the best things about this movie is Mel Gibson's direction. He really does do a fantastic job of making you feel like you're out there on the battlefield with Desmond Doss, with nothing to protect yourself with. You see bullets flying everywhere, explosions going off at places you wouldn't expect it to go off. You see people dying left and right, and you actually start to feel the tension. I've honestly clenched up a lot of times during the war sequences of this movie. And that is something to praise. Mel Gibson was able to do that. He is honestly an incredible director. And yes, the war sequences are perfect in this movie. Great cinematography, great sound design. Everything about those war scenes were honestly so perfect. Easily the standout of this great movie. There's one sequence that begins when Desmond Doss makes a choice and goes off and does his own thing. That's all I'll say about it. But that was really tension-fueled, especially when he starts to lose cover, if you know what I mean. That's when you're like, oh crap, this is gonna get real, oh no. And a lot of that tension you actually gain because you grow to like Desmond Doss as a character because of Andrew Garfield's performance. Andrew Garfield is a really great actor. Say whatever you want about Spider-Man, but he's actually kind of good in those. And The Social Network, that's a great performance from him. He's also really great in this movie. In fact, this might be my favorite performance from him. And I also really like how they deal with religion as far as his character goes, because this isn't a religious propaganda movie. This isn't something that's trying to change your mind about religion. This is a movie about a character who sticks to his religious morals, but he doesn't want to impose them on anyone else. He just wants to stick to them himself. And I like how they dealt with that in this movie. They could have easily made a movie where this character does try to change people's minds about religion and try to make it seem like you're terrible if you don't believe in any religion. But they didn't. They had Desmond Doss go, hey, you know what? I believe in this stuff, you don't. That's perfectly fine, I'm just gonna stick to what I'm doing. And even though there are some people that might disagree with him trying to join the military and not bearing arms, you can kind of understand where he's coming from because of his morals. You can actually kind of feel bad for him when he gets punished for not holding a gun. There are other good performances in this movie, like Teresa Palmer as Desmond Doss's wife. I thought she was a pleasant addition to this movie. They were really cute together, honestly. Like, there's one scene where they're in a movie theater that I just, like, that was cute, okay? That was cute. And especially another scene where they're on a hike that also is just really adorable of them. And also I really like performances from Vince Vaughn, who at first kind of was the comedic relief, but kind of grew into the more serious performance, which I honestly didn't expect from Vince Vaughn. He did a really good job in this movie. Also, Sam Worthington. Now, he was in a movie last year, Everest, that I liked him in. I don't think he was a standout in it, but in this movie, I think he did a lot more to prove how good of an actor he is, because Sam Worthington has been in several movies where he's not very good in. Clash of the Titans, Sabotage, even Avatar. I like Avatar, I don't love it, and Sam Worthington is definitely not something I love about it. But in this movie, I think Sam Worthington did a really good job. I'd like to see more performances like this from Sam Worthington in other movies. And even Luke Bracey from Point Break 2015 fame, he actually pulled off a good performance in this film, which is very surprising because in Point Break, I didn't see the entire movie because I still haven't seen the original Point Break, but I caught like 20 minutes of it on TV and I was like, this guy is really terrible. But in this movie, he's really good. So it just goes to show you, you can do a terrible movie and have a terrible performance, but then go on to do a great movie and be great in it. And guys, I literally feel so horrible right now because I forgot to mention Hugo Weaving while filming, so I'm gonna do it right now in audio version. Hugo Weaving is so incredible in this movie. This might just be the best I've seen from him, honestly. He is that good in this movie as the supporting character of Desmond Doss's father. He deserves an Oscar nomination and possibly an Oscar win. He is that incredible in this film. He literally just moved me to tears at some point, like at a dinner scene that specifically just really showed how awesome Hugo Weaving is as an actor. He needs to do more stuff like this where he actually gets to show his range as an actor. He is so fantastic in this movie. Overall, Hacksaw Ridge is a movie that riveted me unlike any other movie I've seen. This is one of the best war films I've ever seen due to just the war sequences on the ridge itself that were beautifully shot, really well directed. Gibson, seriously, say whatever you want about him, but as a director, mwah, he's brilliant. I'm going to give Hacksaw Ridge an A+. It has great performances, brilliant direction from Gibson, great battle sequences, and they actually did a very good job executing this story for the movie, and I'm so happy that I finally was able to see it before the year ended, because it is one of the best of the year. But if you've seen Hacksaw Ridge, leave in the comments below what you thought of it, and the next two videos I'm doing, my top 15 best and top 15 worst. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.